Welcome to the Dan Sports Tips MLB Daily Fantasy Preview Show for today, the 15th of July. I'm going to be taking a look at everything you need for your daily fantasy games on DraftKings today. Starting pitchers, stacks of the day, how we can construct a lineup to maximise our point scoring potential, foundation players, and a value play at each position. For anyone who hasn't had the opportunity to sign up and play daily fantasy sports with DraftKings yet, I will pop a link in the description of this video that will enable you to do so today and join in the fun. I'm going to dive straight in with starting pitchers. Steven Strasburg of the Washington Nationals is $12,000 today. He is also 12-0 on the year. He's got 132 strikeouts in 106 2/3. Gets a Pirates lineup that does rank around the top 10 for strikeouts in baseball this season. I will say the Pirates have been playing good ball. They have been hitting lately. I think Strasburg looks a strong play, but it is a tougher matchup than my favourite play today, which is Madison Bumgarner of the San Francisco Giants for $11,100. Bumgarner is a lefty. That's the only real negative. The Padres have been hitting left-handed pitchers quite well this year. That being said, Bumgarner has been victorious in both his starts against San Diego this year, and the Friars are a top unit for us when it comes to strikeouts. Bumgarner has got 146 punch-outs in 129 2/3, and his lone start at Petco this year was a complete game, one hit performance with one earned run allowed, 11 strikeouts on the day. I make Mad Bum my top pitching play of today. Anthony DeSclafani of the Cincinnati Reds. There's a mouthful. $9,600. While the park is a negative and there are good conditions forecast for the hitters today, and we do know that the Brewers do have some pop, DeSclafani does have 29 strikeouts this year in 36.1 innings. He's been the Reds' best starter since he came off the disabled list. Milwaukee do lead the league when it comes to strikeouts, so there is a lot of upside in the play. Considering that DeSclafani has pitched 6+ innings with at least 6 strikeouts in each of his last 2 starts, and they were against the Nationals and the Cubs, I think he's a solid play for a reasonable $9,600. Chris Archer of the Tampa Bay Rays, he's $8,500. Now, obviously, he does have a low floor. The Orioles do lead Major League Baseball in home runs, and Archer has struggled at times this year. That being said, the Trop is a great park for pitchers, does sap power, and Archer's struggles have been more on the road this year, where he's 3-6 with a 6.7 ERA. His record at home may only be 1-6 when it comes to wins and losses, but he does have a 2.70 ERA in his home ballpark. Now, considering that the Orioles can swing and miss, and Archer's peripherals have still been okay, he does have 130 strikeouts in just 110 innings this year, then he does represent decent upside, certainly for a tournament play. You will know your fate early with him. His first inning ERA this year is close to double digits, but I think for $8,500, Chris Archer does represent value at pitchers today. I've got 3 stacks to look at today. I think we start by stacking Tigers against Ian Kennedy. Kennedy's allowed 21 home runs this year, multiple home runs in 4 of his last 7 starts, and in that 7-game stretch he has allowed a home run in every single one of those games. There is a reasonable forecast in Detroit today with winds blowing out to left centre as well. I'll take first baseman Victor Martinez for $4,100. It's a .305 hitter with 17 home runs. Third baseman Nick Castellanos is $4,500. He's a .302 hitter with 17 home runs, and Ian Kinsler, who probably I will be leading off, is $4,600. He's $289 with 16 home runs on the year. Another stack is the Washington Nationals. They get to face Francisco Liriano. Now, Liriano hasn't been allowing a lot of home runs in recent starts, but conditions do look good for the hitters in DC today. Liriano does allow a lot of base runners. He leads Major League Baseball in walks, so there should be lots of RBI opportunity for the Nationals today. Outfielder Bryce Harper has to be involved in any Nationals stack. He's $4,900 today because he's on the wrong side of the platoon, I imagine, but he does have a home run off of Francisco Liriano. He's $256 with 19 home runs the year. Outfielder Jason Worth for $3,600. Do not understand this price. He's on the right side of the platoon. It's a $252 hitter with 10 home runs, but there's a very strong platoon split, and he's excellent against a lefty pitcher. Catcher Wilson Ramos for $4,200. He's on the right side of the platoon. He's hitting .330 with 13 home runs this year. And shortstop Danny Espinosa for $4,500. Also on the right side of the platoon, was steaming just before the All-Star break, hitting the ball out all over the place. He's $239, 18 home runs on the year. And the other stack I like the look of today is the Cincinnati Reds against the rather hittable Matt Garza in a good park at Great American Ballpark with favourable forecast conditions. conditions. Outfielder Jay Bruce is 4,300, hits from the right side of the platoon. He has hit Matt Garza out the yard on 3 occasions in his career, 267 with 18 home runs this year. First baseman Joey Votto is 4,600. He has a home run off of Garza, 252 with 14 home runs. Catcher Tucker Barnhart, the switch hitter, is 3,500. Is another Red with a home run off of Garza. He's hitting 269 with just the 3 long balls this year. And of course, outfielder Adam Duvall for 4,800 is on the wrong side of the platoon in this matchup, but he's hitting 249 with a massive 23 home runs this year. For my value plays today, David Ortiz at first base, as usual, against the righty. He's 5,300. We know Yankee Stadium is a good park for left-handed power. He crushes right-handed pitching. There are nice forecast conditions today in the Bronx. He's got a home run off of Pineda. He's hitting 332 with 22 home runs this year. Second baseman Jose Altuve of the Houston Astros for 5,100, 341, 14 home runs, 23 stolen bases from the leadoff spot on the right side of the platoon in a matchup. Do you need to know any more? At third base is Jake Lamb of the Arizona Diamondbacks for 5,500. It's a nice yard at home, Chase Field. He's got the platoon over Bud Norris. Norris has struggled in the past against the Snakes. Now he has been rejuvenated in his last few starts, but he's 0-4 at Chase Field. He has a 13.92 ERA for his career against Arizona. Lamb is a 291 hitter, 20 home runs, and he crushes right-handed pitching. Shortstop's a tough-looking position today. Brandon Crawford's where I ended up with the San Francisco Giants. He's 4,400. He's on the right side of the platoon in a matchup with Andrew Cashner. I know Petco's a poor part for the hitter, but Cashner has been inconsistent. Crawford has taken him out the yard before. He's a 281 hitter with 9 home runs this year. And in the outfield, Jackie Bradley Jr of Boston for 4,300. Everything I said for David Ortiz applies, except for the fact that Bradley doesn't have a home run off of Pineda. He's a 296 hitter this year with 14 home runs, and he is obviously on the right side of the platoon as well. For my value plays today, my catcher is Tucker Barnhart of the Cincinnati Reds for 3,500. 269 hitter, 3 home runs. The switch hitter does have a home run off of Matt Garza, and obviously we know Great American Ballpark is a good hitter's yard. At first base, I will take Jose Abreu of my Chicago White Sox for 3,400. Hector Santiago is a fly ball pitcher. Now, he has been good the last few starts, but that doesn't change the fact that he does sometimes give up home runs. I know the stadium in Anaheim is pitcher friendly as well, but Abreu is on the right side of the platoon. He's hitting 272 with 11 home runs this year. At second base, I will take Sean Rodriguez of the Pittsburgh Pirates, who also qualifies in the outfield. He's $4,000 today. There are nice forecast conditions in the capital today. Rodriguez has been on fire going into the All-Star break. We hope that the break hasn't killed his momentum. Obviously, the negative with this matchup is he will be opposed by Steven Strasburg. Rodriguez has 4 home runs. Has a home run in 4 of his last 5 games. He's 261 hitter with 10 home runs on the year. My third baseman is Evan Longoria of the Rays for 3,900. Gallardo is not a good pitcher. Longoria is hitting 289 with 18 home runs this year and is the heart and soul of that Rays lineup. My shortstop is Tim Anderson of the White Sox for 4,000. Hits at the top of the order, the 1 or the 2 hole. He has the platoon advantage over Santiago. He's hitting 304 with 4 home runs. And as we know, as I said earlier, Santiago is a fly ball pitcher, so there is home run opportunity. And to finish up today in the outfield is Brett Gardner of the New York Yankees for 3,800. He'll enjoy the platoon advantage over the knuckleballer Stephen Wright. He has hit a home run off of Wright. Yankee Stadium, as I said, is a good park for lefty power. He's always a threat to steal as well. He's a 257 hitter this year with 5 home runs and 12 stolen bases. It's good to have proper baseball back rather than the All-Star game nonsense. That is all I have for you today. Best of luck with your lineups, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching the show. Don't forget to like the video. Hit me up in the comments with the daily fantasy plays you like today and press that subscribe button. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I will be here all MLB season and through the NFL season with daily fantasy sports advice. If you haven't signed up yet, or you're interested in starting to play daily fantasy sports, please click the link in the description for this video and that'll take you where you need to go to start playing with DraftKings today. Best of luck with your lineups and have a great day.